Good afternoon. Gonna make some cilantro rice. Make some cilantro rice today. I got the rice soaking in some water. Put a little olive oil in here in the bottom. Just enough to coat the bottom so the rice won't stick. Already cut up some cilantro and white onions here. Now I'm going to get a whole plug of garlic. Ooh, and this is one big fat garlic. One big fat garlic. But you know what? It's going in there anyways. I know it's going to have some delicious flavor. Some people say they don't put in their garlic to caramelize with their onions and other vegetables until the other vegetables are cooked thoroughly, because the garlic, if it gets burnt, it gives it a nasty flavor. That hasn't happened to me yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and grate this garlic up in here. Yeah, I've seen people say that, but I haven't experienced that. How's everybody's day going today? I hope everyone is having a good day. Hope you're all having a good day. Okay, now go put this in the back. Gonna put this right in here, okay? And let this caramelize. So right here, I got the onions, I got the cilantro, and I got the garlic, okay? All the veggies. So what I'm doing now is just caramelizing the onions and the cilantro. It's already doing its thing in that olive oil. It smells so good together, the combination. Okay, let me bring you guys over so you can see what's going on over here in this pot. So you see? You see the onions? You see the garlic? You see the cilantro? It's all in there. Okay. So now, this is how we're going to do this here. Okay. Okay. All right. Now the rice that I had in the water, I'm going to pour the water out. Because I had the rice in here. This is about 2 cups of rice. So fill that up. Now I'm going to fill it right back up with water, the same amount of water that I had rice. Okay? So you see I have my rice filled up to the rim, the water's up to the rim also. So now I'm pouring the water inside of here with the rice. So it's full. So now I'm going to put some salt. Put a little bit of white salt, a little sea salt. I leave my fire up on high until it starts to bubble up and the water proceeds to go down. This is a little coconut milk right here. I'm pouring a little bit up in here. It's going to give it a good flavor. So not only is it cilantro rice, also got a little bit of coconut milk flavor in there. Yeah. So, you got that? All right. Now we got some chicken thighs over here. So I got these thighs. Just had 2 little pieces. I cut it in 4. I don't know what's going on now. I used to buy this from Costco, and I used to get at least 4 or 5 pieces in there. Now only 2 pieces come in there. Okay, so I got that. I put the gallo on there. I'm gonna put a little, put my sazon. You know the sazon gives it good flavor. Okay. I'm gonna get some little garlic powder. And then I'm gonna get some black pepper. Get a little black pepper. So now I'm gonna mix that all up together. Okay, that's some good flavor. I can smell it in there. I know you guys like, how can you tell? Oh, I can tell, because I'm the cook. That's how I can tell. Woo. I have to come over here to sneeze, you guys, so I won't sneeze nowhere near the food. Please forgive me for stepping away from the camera for a minute. Then too, I had to get all my herbs. So now too, I got a little onion powder. So let's get ready to make this little batter for the flour, okay? Since we got our rice going. We got our rice going. So now I'm just gonna get a little flour. We got the chicken right here, marinating, doing its thing. Put a little bit more black pepper. Put a lid on the chicken. Get a little flour. Let's see. This is a 1/2 cup. Measuring cup right here. So what I'm gonna do is I got some flour here. I'm gonna get a 1/2 cup of flour. 1/2 cup of flour. I'll put it there in that bag. Okay. So now what I'm putting my flour is I'm gonna use a little bit of this ranch, this buffalo ranch right here. I'll put that up in there in the flour. That's one of my little seasonings. Put a little black pepper. Put a little garlic powder. And I'm gonna put it up. No, I already used that one. So I'm going to use some of this buffalo seasoning mix right here. Okay. I want some red up in the chicken. And a little cayenne pepper, just for color. Okay. Put a little sea salt too. Okay. That's my batter. That's my chicken fry right there. I've been wanting to try it out with that ranch. With that ranch up in there. Wanting you guys to see what that was going to taste like. So don't forget what I season the chicken with, okay? So I use this complete seasoning, a little garlic powder, a sazon. You guys know I use sazon. Okay? I use the sazon. I use some black pepper. I use a little buffalo season. I use a little cayenne powder. And I use granulated onions as well as granulated garlic, okay? So those were the seasonings that I use on the chicken. And then for the batter, I use flour. For my chicken batter, I use flour. And all the same seasoning that I season the chicken with, okay? So those are what I use for the for the batter for the chicken. You know what? I really like thyme on chicken. Let's shake some thyme on here. Ooh! That thyme went up in my throat. Yep. I'm feeling really grateful today. So very thankful. Just feeling happy for the opportunity that I have in my life right now. And I just feel so grateful to God. You know, sometimes we feel like he don't hear our prayers, or, you know, we wonder like what's going on, and I just feel so grateful. I just feel so grateful right now. Yeah, for all my blessings, and I hope everybody else is feeling grateful also for your blessings that you have today. Okay. And put a little bit of water in this chili. You remember in the Bible when the disciples got on the boat with Jesus, and then Jesus got out the boat and he started walking, and so one of them told him, Lord, call out to me so you could come and walk, you know? But his faith started to waver, it started to shake, so he started to sink inside of the water. So I just want to say, remember that parable right there that's in the Bible, you know? Let's keep our faith, because when we lose our faith, we start sinking. We start sinking when we lose our faith. So don't lose your faith. Don't lose your faith, because if you do, you'll begin to sink. And if you don't want to sink, and then you got to hold on to your faith. So your faith is like an anchor. It's like a floating device. So hold on to your faith. Just like that Bible says, one little tiny mustard seed. I'm going to show y'all what that mustard seed look like. Because I put this on my refrigerator years and years ago. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you guys could see it. You see that right there above my finger? That is a mustard seed. I had to go to Home Depot or Lowe's so I could see exactly what that seed looked like. Because the Bible says if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can tell this mountain to move, and it will. That means you could tell whatever big thing that you think that is so big in your life, you can tell it to move, and it'll move. So I've always kept that scripture right there, because I always want to remember that, because in life, we either are always going through something or we coming up from out of something. You know, it's always either or. We either going through it or we coming up from up out of it. So it's seasons, you know. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Good season, not so good season. But in everything, it's a lesson for us to learn from. Everything is a lesson for us to learn. So, we got the rice. Let's look at the rice again. See how it's bubbling? Water's still in there. But what I'm going to do is, that's it. It's not time for me to lower the water yet. So I'll just keep stirring it around and around and around. And when it's time for me to lower the water, and then I'll come back. So I'm going to show you guys the fire. The fire is pretty high because there's still a lot of water in there. Okay. On this side over here. Okay, so now, get the pan out for the chicken. Ooh. I know, I wonder if people are thinking, oh, Marcella, you cook chicken so much. I know my mom said that to me. She was like, ooh, you love chicken. I do. I don't get tired of it. You know, when you've been eating something for so long, it just becomes you just don't get tired of it. I don't get tired of chicken, I don't get tired of rice, and I don't get tired of beans. Okay, let me move this big pot out of my way. Get this going over here. That chicken didn't marinate like that for a long time to let it sit. But it's okay. This is a quick meal. We hungry over here today. So it didn't have to sit too long. I'm gonna lower this fire. Lord. Okay. Let me show you guys what I lowered the fire to. You see the temperature on the fire now, how low it is? You see that? What's going on up inside of there now? So now what I'm gonna do is I gotta get a pot cover so I can cover it up. That's what I'm about to do. Yeah, I didn't really have a good breakfast. I made some noodles for breakfast today. I had the taste for noodles. So I had noodles, cup of noodles. I put some green onions in there, squeezed a little lemon and lime, and I put some hot sauce in there. That was my breakfast. And then I drank some water. So it wasn't the best breakfast. Okay, now I'm about to take this chicken out and put it up in here individually. Put it right up in there in the batter. Shake it up. Get the flour all around it, okay? Wash my hands. Wash these few dishes from here too. This is going on. You guys know as you're cooking, it's always good to clean the kitchen as you're going along, so that at the end, you're not trying to put away food in the containers and clean the kitchen. It's good to clean as you're going along. Clean as you're going along. Ooh, this one had meat in it. And right at the top. Sometimes if I don't want to get my whole water contaminated with meat water in there, I'll just take my little dish thing out and I put it to the side and I wash whatever I had the meat in by itself. That's what I'm doing right here. Since this is a little container I season that chicken in, I just wash it by itself. A little Clorox, get rid of the germs. Soap, water. Okay. I'm starting to smell that skillet. That means it's warming up. It's almost time for it to receive the chicken in there. Let's see. Y'all hear that? What does that sound mean? That sound mean that it's ready, but you know what? I'm gonna let it get a little hotter. But just rinse these few little dishes real quick. Yeah, so that's what was going on today. Oh yeah, this is another thing I want to share with you guys too. Because you know what? Sometimes when you're in a good space, you got to be on alert. Because the devil just be waiting to use somebody or to use, yeah, he be waiting to use somebody to kind of like throw you off. Yeah? I thought about that yesterday. Because you got to watch the phone calls that you get too. Sometimes people be calling you, but their intentions ain't for you. Their intentions is for themselves. So you got to be careful. Like the Bible says, you got to be as gentle as a dove and as slick and sly as a serpent, you know? So you got to be gentle and you got to be kind, but you can't be no dummy, okay? You cannot be no dummy. Yep. Don't be a dummy. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention because people are trying to take your kindness, but they'll just come up from out of nowhere with something, you know? So pay attention. Pay attention. Don't get caught slipping. Uh-huh. Yep. That's how people want to catch you slipping. So they could come up. Because believe me, whatever the proposition is that they telling you about, you ain't the beneficiary, they are. Okay? That's why I said, like, sometimes before I do something, I check my motives. I check my motives before I do it. I want to know what am I doing this for. Because if the motives ain't right, if it don't line up, and believe me, a lot of the time, my motives ain't right. And that's when I know I can't do it because my heart ain't right. My heart ain't right. Okay. So now we got that chicken on, you guys, and I'm going to put a timer on it. I'm going to time it for 12 minutes each side. That may seem like a lot, but it's really not. Then we're going to check this rice again. Okay. So we got, I made chili beans yesterday, so we have some chili beans with rice, cornbread, and chicken. Okay. So that is the menu today. So if you guys want, if you made the chili beans that I made yesterday, and then today you could double that, you could come back and you could make some rice and some chicken and just extend that meal out again. Okay? Yep. Turn my fire down. I don't want it to cook too fast. I want it to cook evenly and thoroughly. So I always I lower my fire on the chicken. I don't have my fire up so high. I have it like medium. Sometimes a little higher than medium. Okay, and it's having such a pretty color. I hope it got that good ranch flavor in there, not too salty. Okay, we're going to stir this rice around again, okay? Stir around this cilantro rice. It's looking good, y'all. It's smelling good. And you know what? I'm putting this in the oven. I already got my oven on 350. Put it in the oven, let the oven finish cooking. That way I could put the chili beans right here and let it start warming up. You know, sometimes I don't really care for the microwave that much. If I want something hot like water, I'd rather boil the water because it stays hotter longer. The heat just stays in there longer. It's just a difference in between the microwave. Even when I warm food up, sometimes you warm food up in the microwave and it's not the same. So I'd rather warm up food on the stove or in the oven. Because then it keeps the same texture. It keeps the same texture also. Yeah. That's it. You know what I was thinking about today too, you guys? Making some brownies or some cookies. Yeah. Cookies, brownies. You know how you buy these little box things out here? I always buy them. Especially in the winter time, because then it gives me a reason to put on my oven. So I need to find some brownies. Ooh, look at here. I got some oatmeal cookies. So, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make these cookies right here. Make some oatmeal cookies. I like oatmeal cookies. Put this cake back. Turn the chicken over a little bit. It's getting dark so quick. I don't like when they do that. Okay. Well, so I'm going to let this chicken cook for 11 minutes on the other side, okay? And then I'm just going to warm up this, I'm going to warm up this chili here till it just gets nice and hot. And I got the rice in the oven, okay? So I'm going to put the rice, leave the rice in the oven for 20 minutes, 20 more minutes, 20 minutes. So that's it. I'm not going to hold you guys no longer. I wanted to show you the whole thing so we could do it all together, you know, but like I said, I'm going to leave the rice in the oven, and then the temperature's on 350. So you could always put rice in the oven, or you could cook it on the stove, okay? And then that's the chicken right there. All right. Thank you guys for coming by, cooking with me today. Thank you for coming inside of my kitchen. Thank you for allowing me to come in your kitchen with you. And like I always say, if this is your first time coming by, thank you so much for coming to my channel. There's so many different channels out there that you can watch, but thank you for watching mine. There's so many different cooking shows. Thank you for cooking with me, okay? So God bless you. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Tap on it. Tap, tap, tap. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share it, okay? God bless you, and have a wonderful day. All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.